Malaysia. I will try my best to speak in English, but I want to speak in Malay also because kita ada kawan-kawan Melayu. So just now, do you kenal tak bunyi apa tu? Gibbon. Gibbon. What species of gibbons? Huh? Yeah, the siamang gibbon. The gibbon yang terbesar di antara 20 species, which is siamang, and we have that artist in our forest. Okay, I will start as introduction. And gibbon distribution and projects, the conservation program from in situ, ex situ, challenges to conserve the gibbons for research and conservation. Okay, overall Southeast Asia we have 19 species of gibbons, and baru-baru ni ada new happy news that they found one new species of gibbons, which is a skywalker gibbons in China. So nanti akan masuk IUCN lah. Gibbons they are primates from family Hylobatidae. There's 4 genera: Pulok, Nomascus, Symphalangus, and Hylobates. This is the gibbon distribution. As you can see here in Peninsular Malaysia, we have siamang, agilis, and la gibbon. White-handed, black-handed, and siamang. And these are the conservation project for the gibbons around Southeast Asia. They started since 1992, Thailand, Cambodia, Vietnam, Tamau, Wildlife Rescue Center, 95. There's a project in Taiwan, in India, 1997, Laos, 2007, Burma, Indonesia, and Vietnam in 2008. Ini yang latest update lah for the gibbon projects. This is some of the pictures for gibbons. Nomascus gibbon. And this is Peninsular Malaysia punya gibbons. Ramai orang, there's many people, they are keliru. They said Malaysian gibbons that this is the female one and the black one will be the male gibbons. Actually, for hylobates, we cannot consider that. It's hard to recognize which one is female and male just from the color. If it's for Nomascus species, yes, the orange one mesti confirm jadi akan female and the black one is male. But for our species, male or female is hard to recognize lah just from the color. Yeah, here is the black-headed gibbon, and this is the white-headed gibbon, and this is the siamang. In the jungle, for the white gibbons, ada satu lagi it's hard to differentiate between black-headed and siamang, because black-headed, bila dia become an adult, sometimes they will lose all the white color and then they become all black, almost the same like siamang. But the only way to differentiate is the throat and also the sound. Okay. And this is the gibbon status in Peninsular Malaysia. Under Wildlife Act 2010, gibbons are totally protected and you can be fined until 200,000 ringgit or 10 years of jail. For now, there's currently no population estimation for gibbons in Peninsular Malaysia. And they are listed as endangered species. All 3 gibbons are endangered species in IUCN Red List. As we all know, the main threats for the gibbons is habitat destruction, inroad cultivation, and agriculture. But the critical situation now in Malaysia, and especially in Peninsular Malaysia, is gibbons being sold as a pet. As we can see, the price for the gibbons can from 800 to 5,000 ringgit in the black market. Dorang ada kena iklankan di Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. This is just 1% or 2% from all the screenshot that I get. Okay, how the poachers can get the cute baby gibbon from the wild? Since gibbon is the only monogamous primates, they have a strong bond from in a family. In the jungle, they live in a family, not in a group. And normally, the family just does other 3 to 5 family members. So, if one of them been threatened atau terancam, all of them will try to defend. And then, just to get one baby gibbons, the poachers have to kill all the family members. Okay, relax sekejap, and let's play the gibbons trivia. Okay, I have a question for you guys. How many gibbons survive if 3 families are attacked in the jungle? Yeah, one. Oh, good. Ada jawapan lain? 3. Okay, let's see. Gibbon Rehabilitation Project said it's only 1 will survive. Congratulations. Only 1 will survive from 3 family attack in the wild. So let's say one family, there are 4 family members. So 3 family been attacked with darab 4 times 3 become 12. 12 individual in the been attacked, and 12 minus only 1 survive. It means ada 11 victim from penembakan tadi tu kan. This is because mother fallen with the infant clinging to her chest, and sometimes infant comes to the ground to investigate what happened. Masa mak dia peluk the baby, because the poachers, they will only want the small baby, they don't want the adult gibbon. The small baby is just perfect to become a pet. So baby gibbon tengah peluk mak, then they shoot the father, and then the mother, baby memang tengah peluk, then jatuh. Sometimes the mother dia hempak anak dekat bawah, dan mak mati, anak mati terhempak. Okay. From 20 infants, let's say poachers tu dapat 20 infants, how many dies in transport? Keluar dari hutan, berapa pula yang akan mati? 3. Ada lagi yang lain? Sorry? 10. Yes. 10 will die in transport. So, 1 ratio 11, satu kehidupan nisbah 11 kematian, and then 20 kehidupan 11, and nisbah 220 kehidupan. So, 220 plus 10 becomes 230. This is estimation from the researchers, previous researchers, because the subsequent condition in captivity and also the transport in tiny and inadequate cage. Dia tak kisah pun the gibbon punya welfare, they just want to get the gibbon dan secepat mungkin hantar keluar untuk jual. So as we know, gibbon are apes, same like us, but they are laser apes. So the baby is, we can say, the same like our baby. Dia boleh bloating, dia boleh stress, dia menangis, same like us. Okay, and then from 10 infants, how many actually will become pets? 3? 1. Yeah, only 1 actually that become the pet for people lah yang dia berjaya jual. Okay, tadi 10 infant tolak 1 sama dengan 9 victim. 230 plus 9 more victim sama dengan 239. Because the condition at the market further add to the mortality rates, often the result of, and then the baby stress. If you can see your baby, human baby, you put them in a situation like panas pun baby dah menangis, ada ruam. Ini pula gibbons kan. Even the gibbons will feel the same. So, yes, satu kehidupan nisbah 239 kematian is estimation. Unbelievable, but please believe me. This is the research that's been done for many years from the expert. So, actually this is the condition when we get rescued the gibbons. Some of the pictures. Dia cedera parah, jatuh dari pokok kan, fallen from the tree, and then the baby ada lubang dekat kepala because they hit the stone while the mother fall down, and then cling, and then they hit the stone. This is the honor, this is how they treat the gibbons. This male only been fed 1 or 2 a week. He become crazy. He got stereotypic behavior. Like us human, if we been treated wrong, macam kita kena layan teruk, kita pun we pun rasa we don't want to live anymore. So do them. Dia pun tak rasa nak hidup lagi. This male actually, when we got them, he also bite his own hand, try to bunuh diri, and cabut dia punya bulu sendiri, and hentak badan, because he don't want to live anymore. These are conditions when we get the gibbons. Ni baby gibbon yang kita rescue. Luckily we managed to rescue her before dia dijual. There's 5 jahitan dekat tangan. Almost died. Almost. Why this thing keep continue? Kenapa sampai sekarang ada lagi orang nak? Because there's a demand for this thing. Kenal tak orang ni? Yes. You can see the they baru post just like few minutes posting, and then already got thousands of likers. And then this Ukasha Senros, our artist, when our public figure artists they start posting, dia akan encourage the fans to do the same. At least maybe 60 or 70 fans wants to have the same thing like the artist kan, their idol. Okay, Perhilitan also help gibbons from in-situ conservation, from inventory program, which they record and documented wildlife reserve presence inside and outside protected areas. They collaborate with government and non-government collaboration. From the inventory data, they buat journal, picture books, brochure, and publish, and proceeding in the seminar. National parks also collaborate and with protected areas full-time patrolling. And the state also help by patrolling and enforcement control, translocation of wildlife, or wildlife disturbance. From ex-situ, Warisan have a wildlife rescue center where they put all the confiscated wildlife, and they also have the gene bank to conserve wildlife, the sound science, and cyanogenic depository center. What are the challenges for the gibbons from the research? Why we have lack of research until now? Because there's still a lot of future and specific research needed to ensure long-term conservation and improve management. And most of us think that there's still a lot of gibbons out there, and they're tak ada nilai. But luckily we have the project started in June. Thank you so much to Dr. Nadine for the effort. They will collaborate with Perhilitan. Okay. This is the challenges for conservation. Before the confiscated gibbons been released, they have to fulfill at least, if not at least, they must fulfill 8 criteria to become, to ensure they will survive in the wild. They should spend at least brachiting, spend most of their time brachiting, because wild gibbons, they don't walk on the ground. They are not really good to defend themselves on the ground. They must be up on the canopy. they don't sleep on the ground. Yeah. They must know how to interact to each other, because apes, sometimes gibbon think they are human and they don't want to, they sombong to the other gibbons, they don't want to, like, if the other gibbon come, they will like kick the gibbons, they just want to be near to humans. They must know how to sing, because gibbons mark their territory by singing, and also they want to find pair by singing. Kalau kita bagi gibbon yang tak tahu nyanyi, nanti dia cannot survive in the wild. Yeah, we must, and also the gibbons must be matured enough to be released in the wild, because same like us, if our parents release our children yang baru umur 5 tahun in the shopping mall, memang tak tahu gimana budak tu kan. So it's same like the gibbons. They must be matured enough to be released in the wild. Yeah. Okay. Allow gibbons to survive once. Introduced behavior must mimic that of wild gibbons, and stereotypic behavior are product of activity. There must be no, kita cannot release the crazy gibbons. Macam I cakap tadi, like I said before, the gibbons that keep hurting himself, we cannot just release them in the jungle. We must make sure they are pulih sepenuhnya, and then we can release them. Okay, if all the criteria are fulfilled, then the gibbons can be released back to the wild. But if only one of these 8 criteria cannot be fulfilled, then the gibbon have to stay more to be rehabbed again. Contohnya tak boleh nyanyi, then we cannot release them. The challenges to rehab the gibbons is a long-term rehab process. Let's say a baby gibbon being confiscated. So like we saw on the schedule, on the table, a matured gibbon yang boleh lepas, baby gibbon we cannot release. So it will take, to become a matured gibbon have to, umur 5 hingga 7 tahun baru dia mature. So we have to rehab them, train them to be wild again for 5 to 7 years. Imprinting behavior, permanent disabilities, contohnya ada gibbon yang taring tak ada, ataupun tangan cacat, they cannot be released already. Infant is memang the most challenging lah, because if we don't take care betul-betul dia punya pemakanan, they will ada bloating and then die. And their dependence on human. Also, we must find the habitat suitability for release. Okay, finally, if you see or saw gibbons in the place they don't belong, macam nampak orang post gibbon dekat Instagram or any social media, or you see gibbons being treated like this, keluar out from the jungle, so please contact Perhilitan and tell them. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Very nice presentation. I have a question. The question says, what happened to those celebrities that have, maybe gibbons, and then they post on Instagram, and obviously it is a public knowledge that they have such gibbon. Do Perhilitan do something or prosecute them, or rescue their gibbon, things like that? What is the follow-up story behind that?
There's some cases, Perhilitan, when we found report from that, Perhilitan akan buat siasatan and try to find the house and then buat tangkapan. If enough evidence.
So for the 3 cases over there, what happened to them?
Since I'm on my study leave, so later I will update with Perhilitan. Because sekarang ni, I cannot really answer question for Perhilitan for now.
But from your general knowledge, what happened to them?
They just said, when Pelitan asked them, they just said it's their friends, Gibbons, and Pelitan cannot find their house. The jawapan from the artist. I also tried to advise the artist. I comment dekat bawah, and then she deleted my comment, not delete the picture.
So obviously they are challenging the law.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are we going to keep quiet?
Sure.
Obviously
You say that it takes about 7 years, 5 to 7 years to prepare for rehabilitation.
Yeah.
What age do gibbons mature at? How long do they live in the wild? And what's the success rate once you send them into the wild?
Okay. For gibbons to be matured, they have to reach at least 5 to 7 years of age, and then they will live in the jungle like 30 to 35 years, but in captive, like in zoo, they can live until 40 years, 45 years. So since this project is still new in Malaysia, there's no gibbons been released yet, but I went to Cambodia and Thailand to learn how they do the rehab project. In Thailand, they successfully released they have released 95% successfully, all the gibbons since 1992.
Yeah. Any more questions? I have a question. How many have been recovered last year?
We cannot say how many, actually they're still undergoing, the process undergoing. They recover like, I can say from individual, some of them been recovered like 80%, some of them 30%. It depends on the trauma level they had before.
No, how many numbers?
Numbers?
How many baby gibbons were recovered from in Kenya?
Captured. Oh, we have to ask the numbers from Pahilita. Sorry.
Any other questions? Okay.
Sorry to be such a nuisance. Keep on asking questions.
Yeah.
Are you aware that the gibbons in the Blanket Hills? I used to take a walk there and hear them early in the morning. There is a family there, at least one family. And Siamang, very interesting. Prahitan had a seminar, 3-day seminar. I attended the seminar. And there was a couple there, Chinese couple, and they were very interested in Siamang. And they told us something that was very surprising, pleasantly very surprising. I think they were, according to them, 30 groups of Siamang were coming from Kuala, and it goes right on to Kanchil. Wildlife Department is aware of this, and we told them, we asked them to really look after the Siamang. So many of them is unbelievable. I thought they were just one family, but I'm told by this Chinese couple there are 30 groups. You know, that was very interesting. Now, when I was working in the department, we seldom get given cases. We were very strict in those days because I have been blamed for all kinds of things about cases. We used to log about 4,000 cases a year. Of these 4,000, 2,000 cases are non-technical. But the gibbon cases were very few. And I remember in those days, a lot of gibbons were being smuggled to Singapore, you know. But we had very good friends from overseas. There was this very famous lady, and in fact there were 3 of them. Shirley McGrill, and then we have one one lives in Singapore, and the other one recently she died. This is her name. When she comes to Malaysia, she stays in my house. But she was more interested in what you call the long-tail accounts. But they were very what you call useful for us, because they give us the information, and we managed to stop the smuggling actually with the help of these people. They were so good, you know, their network was so good. I don't know whether the department is still doing that. Since you know you're working in the department, it is good to work with this network from overseas. Shirley is still very active, and that is one way of saving the gibbons. But even in those days, as I mentioned, the number of cases involving gibbons was very, very small. Just thought, you know, I will share that information. Thank you.
Thank you so much for the information. But I would like to comment for the first information about the siamang. I'm worried because we can say the siamang started to habituate with human. When you said gibbons supposed to be a shy animal. If we go into the jungle, we cannot see them. They will hide, but we only can hear them singing. So if they start to show their face, and like in Genting Highland, I saw they post a video where gibbons start to cross the road, where the siamang started to cross the road. So actually, it's like a bad news for us, for the gibbons. And also thank you for the info about the Singaporean. Thank you so much.
Okay, our next talk is at 1, so feel free